This ain't rocket science.
How about this? How about this? Do you think that women shouldn't be allowed to do certain jobs, especially like
No,
physical things?
they want equal rights, so we're going all jobs.
No,
Men
no,
can
I'm
women can
saying
do.
B in the context of the question I asked. So just to like maybe how Slim would do like a caveat. Do you think that you know if they if like maybe they shouldn't do um certain roles like for instance, let's say we're
Construction.
going to war.
Like a
If
firefighter.
like a fire, yeah, I used that one last week, so I was gonna go a different route. But like if Sean, we going to war, you was in the military
Uh-huh.
and it's infantry, and the army you're going against has an entire battalion of only women. Do you think your chances increase or decrease because there's no men there?
We're gonna mop the floor with him. But that's a very specific skill set, though. That's a
Well,
very specific skill set. So I don't think you can remove women from the workforce and we thrive or prosper from it. No, I think they're a vital part of the workforce.
what skills though? What would we need them to do that we couldn't do?
Need
Right.
teachers, daycare providers, nursing,
Okay.
administrative. I mean, these are. I'm just naming professions. Don't look at me like that, Pete. I'm just naming professions
Yeah,
that
no,
we do need women in.
But
why do we need? So you're saying that men? Now I think the children, right? Well, we wouldn't need daycares, right? They'd be home, so that's out. Now
Y'all so
nursing,
ignorant.
right? Like nursing. What you think? Because it's like is that because we have seen women as nurses? Is that why we think that?
No, I think women may do a better job in nurturing and taking care of people than men have an affinity to.
Okay.
When it comes to lifting and patients, they want male nurses to do that heavy
Oh,
lifting.
Yeah.
I don't disagree, but that's a particular skill set in the nursing field, right? Like, hey, come take somebody off this gurney and move them somewhere else. EMTs, have that issue as well. But no, you can't remove women from the workforce. Diversity of thought, even with women, makes us better.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
I
but
just
who else gonna play with the easy bake oven that you're not gonna buy?
Say again, I'm sorry.
Who else gonna play with the easy bake oven that you're not gonna buy?
so one
Why
of
do
the
we need easy
comments.
bake ovens?
Because that's what women can do. That we need women for those type of jobs, the baking, the cooking.
For
Yeah,
baking
like
and cooking? No, we don't
Yeah.
need women for baking and cooking.
God damn. So you eliminating and giving them jobs. I remember when my wife was in the hospital with the twins, I had to pick her up and flip her over because the female nurses couldn't do it. I had water break all over my hand. I almost threw up everywhere.
What a break.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
no.
dead.
But I'm just trying to
You
like
needed to
what
contact the charge nurse because
we had to expedite. But
We gotta clean up on aisle one.
but said you don't need them, but they're good to have. But the question, so what if the question was reversed? Could we remove men from the workforce and survive?
No.
no, absolutely not.
But could we remove the ladies and be all right?
What's all right?
Survive.
Like
So let's just put the same thing. Survive.
survive?
You can survive, but would it be
quality?
quality?
Yes.
No.
No.
You just
No.
said it last time. All the men are the chefs, so we got food. The women, the overwhelming majority of men are CEO. The majority, not even overwhelmingly, men do the hard jobs, the physical jobs. Bub, he works in New York. He said, he never seen a woman with a jackhammer, but he has seen her with a crosswalk sign. So, what jobs are women doing that we need them to be there in order for us to thrive?
Well, thrive and survive are two different things. If you're
Well,
talking
I said
survival,
survive. You said we can, right? But
yeah, we
then
can survive.
the next question was asked though, what would the quality be? And I'm saying that we can. Why? What are women doing that we wouldn't be able to thrive? That's a genuine question.
Well, I mean, I think if you have, let's say you have a board of executives and they're all men, it's a lot of ego, it's a lot of competition, it's a lot of maybe good old boy program. You know what I mean? It could go a bad way. It could go a way where somebody might not have the ability to be better at their job because they're not in on the closed circle. But if you have a diversity of people up there, men and women, you can't close that circle off the same way. So
Where's this?
your company may be better off that way, which is why we have a lot of female executives on a lot of boards.
What empires? Like, what do you talk? Is that a notion or is that proven?
That's proven.
Where though?
Your top 20 Fortune 500 companies all have women on the executive board.
By nature of what? Affirmative action?
No, I don't think C-suite people get affirmative action.
Yes, they do. There's a lot of tokenism that happens. A lot of tokenism.
I don't disagree with you, but if we're talking Fortune 500 companies, they don't have to be inclusive on their executive board. They don't have to be. They already making all the money, making all the decisions.
Is this the reason? If we just can't say it, but Keith said it. So pretty women keep men motivated. Is that why we need them?
He did not say pretty.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I reread that. Say that's not what was in there. Cut it out. Don't
read the words that are written.
I know Keith. I know what he's saying. I know Keith.
That's not what Keith said.
That's not what they're saying.
And this is why we need women in the workforce, because niggas like him will add shit to it. It don't say that.
What it say?
Put it back.
He said, and women being around work can just keep certain men motivated who need it. I just need an answer. Q, what do you think? You always reasonable.
I think that if women were removed from the workforce, we would be able to survive. I just don't think that businesses would see the full potential of their best success. So I think you'd be kind of sliding yourself a little to not have women be a part of your business or company or whatever it is that your organization, if you will. But surviving, yes, I don't think that there's any job that women do that men cannot do.
See, Sean, she's reasonable. It's concise.
But then, so I have a question though. So
good point, Q.
Correct, right? There's many jobs that men can do that women can, but not vice versa. Now, if we're looking at thriving and surviving, and we're looking at female-dominated industries, if we remove women from the workforce, do we have enough men in that workforce to even survive, to keep going? So the top industries are healthcare, health-seeking professions, and teaching. Women run those 70, 60+% of the field. You take them out of that workforce, we now have the rest. Do we have enough men to go around?
No.
So therefore, how are we surviving? And how are we thriving?
We would survive, but will we thrive? Again, I think those are two different things. I don't know if we thrive that way.
But there's enough men to teach other men to get up to snuff. And I'm not saying now if you're saying Thanos, just make people disappear. I don't know if you guys watch X-Men and shit like that, but he had these rings and he made half the world disappear. If that happened, we would be in a slump for sure. But like, just if women were never like in the workplace, would we be hurt as much as we are assuming? I'm just not so sure if that's the case, just based on what Q's saying. I think that there's some perspectives to Q and Sean's point that may be missed, but I think we would still be highly successful.
Well,
now, do women add value as it's currently constructed? Of course, but this is just a question, and we're just trying to get to the bottom of the question.
Well, first of all, Thanos didn't have rings yet, stones. Just to clarify,
nerd,
point right there.
Golly.
It wasn't the infinity rings, it was infinity stones. But no,
how many Pokemon cards did you have growing up?
I'm too old for that. That was way past me. Way past me. But no, I think, like I said before, the diversity of thought has pushed us forward. I mean, what's Taraji's character in the Hidden Figures? Like, there were men on board there, but they didn't figure it out in time, and maybe they made mistakes, or maybe
Not in
because
time they
men
couldn't
think
figure
it's
it out.
I'm sorry.
Not in time they couldn't figure it out. But she came in her little bit of time, in her short time that she was there, and she was able to do what they couldn't do.
Oh my god,
Yeah, and that
talking
was
about.
Don't
that
do
was
that.
50 years
What
ago.
are you
That was
serious? No,
50
no, no,
years
no,
ago.
no, 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 no. We talking. There wasn't no black men in the room.
Okay, but in the
Niggas don't do math.
your question had nothing to do
Niggas
with
do
black
math.
or white men. It was men.
Nah, but I'm just saying, you acting like
Now don't do that.
Taraji.
Don't throw nothing else in there. When
If
you
they
when
would have
the
let
original
Ronald
question
McNair
had
in the
nothing to do
room,
with
the
black or
first
white
black
men.
astronaut, we would have been fine.
It was men.
Goddamn, Johnny and Steve. They would have put Tyrone in the room. We would have been solved the issue.
Tyrone lacked the tenacity to get to the room.
Yeah, Tyrone might have been comfortable, man. Or Tyrone might have had to fight other supremacy outside of work that, she may have gotten a pass for. So
Yeah, they not hanging Lucy or Annie Mae, right?
so we needed her.
Okay, fair point.
Thank you.
Hey man, it's just it's just interesting to think about. I think women are invaluable, but you just think like sustainability. I think in large part lies with men, but the extreme value that women add, I don't know if we would eliminate it. And like Q said, we wouldn't have the full perspective because all the decisions still affect the masses, right? So it's important to include.